Grandpa's Secret in the Basement. During my second year of college, spring break took an unexpected turn. A call from my uncle Andrew revealed that Grandpa's health had declined severely, and he needed assistance at his secluded home. Loneliness had been my companion since Mom's passing a year prior, so I agreed, seeking connection amidst the isolation. Andrew's house, nestled deep in the countryside, exuded an air of timelessness. The scent of old books mingled with a faint mustiness, and the dim lighting revealed aged wallpaper and a modest chandelier. Modern furniture attempted to mask the home's antiquity, but couldn't conceal its storied past. The living room felt like a relic, with a peeling couch, a threadbare rug, and shelves filled with dust-laden books. It was as if time had paused, the room holding on to memories long since faded. Andrew and I exchanged uneasy small talk, the weight of unspoken concerns hanging heavily between us. Andrew's demeanor shifted when discussing Grandpa. His eyes clouded with worry, and his voice lowered as he mentioned Grandpa's insistence on staying in the basement, refusing to come upstairs. The basement had always been off-limits, a place shrouded in mystery and unease. Curiosity gnawed at me, but the basement door remained closed, a silent sentinel guarding its secrets. Andrew advised against disturbing Grandpa, attributing his behavior to the illness. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss, that the basement held more than just an ailing old man. Nights were restless. The creaks and groans of the old house seemed amplified in the darkness. I often found myself staring at the ceiling, thoughts drifting to the basement and the enigma it concealed. Sleep came fitfully, if at all. One night, driven by an insatiable need to know, I ventured into the basement. The wooden stairs protested under my weight, each creak echoing like a warning. The air grew colder with each step, and an oppressive silence enveloped me. The basement was a chamber of horrors. Strange symbols adorned the walls, and an altar stood at the center, covered in dark stains. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and an overwhelming sense of dread settled over me. In the dim light, I saw Grandpa, frail and gaunt, muttering in a language I couldn't comprehend. His eyes, once filled with warmth, were now hollow and distant. He didn't acknowledge my presence, wholly absorbed in his ritual. As I stood frozen, a dark, faceless entity emerged from the shadows behind Grandpa. It loomed over him, its presence suffocating and malevolent. Terror rooted me in place as the entity seemed to merge with Grandpa, enveloping him in darkness. Panic overtook me, and I fled up the stairs, my heart pounding in my chest. As I reached the top, I glanced back to see the basement door closing on its own, sealing the darkness within. I collapsed against the wall, gasping for breath. The horrifying image of Grandpa and the entity burned into my mind. The following morning, the house seemed unchanged, as if the nightmarish events had been a figment of my imagination. Andrew and I sat in tense silence, the unspoken truth hanging heavily between us. I knew then that some secrets were meant to remain buried, and the basement door was best left unopened.